Robert, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat right now, man. Watching, got a little quick lunchtime smoke break. I ain't gonna be able to finish this. I'm not gonna probably be up that long, man. Maybe 30, 40 minutes. Got some errands I got to run in a little bit, but I just wanted to see what you guys were up to. Mike, what's going on, brother? Smoking on a God of Fire today, second one of the day. Had me a Series B this morning. That was pretty good. First third was a little about average, but that second third kicked in and turned out to be a really, really good cigar. I really enjoyed that one. You stay safe out of Mike. John, what's going on, brother? How's the weather where y'all are? It's raining here again, man. On the smoke break, davidoff, Nicaragua. Nice. Yeah, I still gotta, man, that was just crazy that the live review, the power went out. So I'm gonna have to, I got another one in my humidor too. So I'm gonna be viewing that, making an official review for that one too. So I enjoyed that cigar a lot. It's a pretty good cigar. Has any of y'all ever had a God of Fire or any kind of variation of a God of Fire? Made by Fuente. Cloudy, no rain. Yeah, man, it was sunny. Well, not sunny. It was cloudy earlier too, and then it's just like a big downpour came. Looks like it might be done for today. I don't know, but I think it's supposed to rain today and tomorrow. When I was looking at the forecast report. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's the humidity here is the problem, man. You just wearing a t-shirt and be outside sweating like hell. But these are pretty good, man. They're not cheap cigars, but if you're an Opus X fan and you haven't had a God of Fire, I would really highly suggest that you try them out. I think that for me personally, from the ones I've smoked compared to the Opus, I actually enjoy the God of Fire line a little bit more. Big brother Greg, what's going on, brother? Hopefully you're doing good out there. Nova, what's going on? There's a little lunchtime, little quick smoke, man. I'm gonna have to finish this in the car. As y'all see, this is a pretty long cigar. Tracy, what's going on? Peace, brother. I posted on my personal page. Okay, I'll check that out, Nova. So it's hot where you are too, John. Macanudo Cafe. I actually I haven't had that cigar. The only Macanudo I had was the Maduro. That was the first cigar I ever had. I haven't had any other Macanudos. Got me a little off or unofficial pairing today. I'm drinking a little Malbec, man. Pretty good. Car got stuck in. Man, Mike, that was crazy, man. How much rain y'all got, man? That must have rained. How long did it rain for? He had water up to his knees, man. Crazy, man. I had a CAO Brazil this morning. Classic cigar. I'm not a huge CAO fan, but that's a cigar I always recommend to people. I like that cigar. North Carolina gets horribly hot here with humidity. Yeah, John, sounds about the same as here. It can get pretty hot in the humidity because you guys are sitting on some water and we got the Mississippi River over here with us, man. It gets just humid as hell outside, man. But what do y'all got planned today? Any plans of some good cigars tonight when y'all or those that are working when you get off work? What y'all got planned? So this one's cool too, man, because the God of Fire Carlito has the Cameroon wrapper, and I'm a really big Cameroon fan. It gives like this nice spiciness to it. It has a little bit of a underlying sweetness to it, but it has a real nice spice to it. On the Piedmont area where I'm at, the heat yeah. Bruce, happy Friday Eve, man. I hope you're doing well up there. Is it hot up there where you are too, Bruce, or is it kind of nice? I wasn't gonna say cold, but Yeah, this is a really nice cigar. You can tell it's got some age, nice age to it. It's not as it's got spice, but it's not super sharp. It's you can tell it's there, but you can tell it's aged up pretty good. Don Carlos. Oh, the Eye of the Shark. That's a good one. I've always enjoyed those. Have you ever had the Xeno Barrel by Davidoff? I haven't, Tracy. I've been trying to smoke through more Davidoff stuff, but the problem with me for at the beginning was Davidoff typically blends a certain style, and it's a little bit too mild for me for the most part. I enjoy like the Nicaragua, the Yamasa, the Late Hour. There's a couple, but they make a lot of different cigars. So that's one of the goals of mine is to try to get more into the Davidoff stuff and try to smoke more of them. Small batch, some other like they have a Florida selection. There's a couple other ones that I want to try too. Okay, bro, that's good. No snow, definitely that's nice. No snow. 5 hours straight on Monday, rain Saturday, Sunday too. That's crazy. I want Mike. Do you have a sewage issue down there? This was cold. I feel like a polar bear in Florida. Okay, Tracy, I'll check that out. That's like I said. Davidoff is one. Viaje is another. There's a couple. There's a couple of companies. I'm gonna try to smoke through more of their lineup. Try to get to try to smoke through and try to see what I think. It's just I've had some other Davidoffs in the past, and they weren't. It wasn't that they were bad cigars. It was just they were real mild. And I typically like more intensity on my cigars. So I had a box. I have a box of these. Well, I bought a box of them. I probably have about 5 or 6 of these left, but I've had them now for probably about a year. So they smoking pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with this one. Preacher, what's going on? I enjoyed your review last night. I'm glad. I'm glad to see that you liked that cigar. I thought it was pretty good too. And funny that you mentioned the back third. Well, I know it happens to you a lot on some other cigars about you enjoy the first and second third, which I think that happens to a lot of smokers. I think I mentioned that last night too. A lot of times you can kind of see what you're going to get in that first third. The second third is usually the highlight of it. And then a lot of times that back third will kind of drop off a little bit. So it sounds like that happened to you in that cigar, but I'm glad to see you still enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good cigar. Never had the God of Fire before. If I go to JR store, I may get one. If you prefer darker flavors and darker profiles, like I typically do, like the woods, the dark chocolates, cocoa, and stuff like that, get you a Series B. It has a I'll have to look it up. It was a darker wrapper. I don't know if it's a Connecticut broadleaf on that or not. I'll have to look it up. But the flavors were very dark. This one is not as dark as the Series B, but you're getting a lot more spice, like spices on this one. Preach, I'm smoking the God of Fire Carlito, the 2016 vintage. Garland, what's going on, man? I'm good, brother. How you doing? Yeah, Andrew, I believe I think the Series B is the one I've had, or I'm in the one that has the broadleaf wrapper to it. But I enjoyed it. I smoked that this morning. I'll post a picture up on the community tab after this. Okay, Mike, I was about to say, yeah, which y'all have. I know it rained a lot, but as high as that water was, I was like, yeah, y'all got to have a drainage problem there. When a cigar sits for a year, they smoke so different. Yeah, they definitely do. And sometimes that's not a good thing, or sometimes that's a bad thing. It depends on what you like. It depends on what you like to do. Or I mean, it depends on what you like to smoke. Like for me, I like more intensity. So a lot of times, if I grab a box and I like how they're smoking now, I'll just smoke them frequently enough to get through the box. Like sometimes, if you let a cigar that you like a lot right now, sometimes it could turn for the worse if you let them sit too long. I had a box of Tatuaje Michaels, man. I first smoked one, and it was an okay cigar, but I bought the box because it was signed by Pete Johnson, so I bought it sealed. I sat on it for a year or so, and finally I was gonna sell it, but then just finally decided to smoke them. And then when I smoked it, it was like smoking paper, so I had to race through that box and smoke it and give them away just so I didn't have to deal with them. Robert, what's going on, my guy? Pretty good. I still need to find that one that you recommend though. Yeah, Alex, if you're talking about the aging room, the two that I like I don't. They're not made anymore, and if you find them, those cigars are gonna be really, really old. But the M19 and the M20, like I was telling you guys, if y'all ever see those by Agent Room, definitely buy those cigars. Actually, if you see the box, I would buy the box just because they're gonna be that old, and it's gonna be very rare to find them. But they're not hard to miss though. They got the pigtail as a box press, and it's just a really odd shape. I agree, preacher. I've been enjoying this. For me, I'd rather smoke the God of Fire and the Añejo lineup rather than smoke Opus X, but that's just me. Garland, you see what I got right here too. Been smoking through these, so I think you're gonna like them, man. Good, quick smoke for me. A lot of times I'm in the car and I don't want to commit to a full cigar. Cracker crumbs are perfect. What exactly I smoke? If it's good, I'll smoke it. But one company I'm not going to reach for, unfortunately. I hate to say it, Alec Bradley. Nothing wrong with that, man. We all have our preferences. I'm not a huge Alec Bradley fan either. Yeah, I would say grab the Carlito John or the Series B. Grab if you see a God of Fire, grab one of those. The Anniversario is okay too, but I like the Series B and the Carlito more. Now I will say the Anniversario, that might have been the smoothest retro hell I've ever had from a cigar. Still to this day. Mom, what's going on? Peace, man. Preacher, what you gonna be smoking and reviewing today? I know you're gonna be dropping the bombs on us, man. I told y'all the preacher dude. It's like every day. I've seen 2 a days. I think I've seen a couple of 3 a days before. Preacher's always dropping content and keeping us entertained, man. I really appreciate that. Cracker Crumb profile is gonna be a little bit. It's still darker for me too. You get, I mean, you can get faint graham cracker taste in there, but I feel like you're gonna still get more like wood, like your traditional darker flavors. I feel like that's what I get from it. Like some, you'll get like wood, not even really chocolate, but just pepper, wood, little spice. In that first third, you kind of get a little bit of a sweetness in there, maybe like a graham cracker, that natural sweetness, but to me, it doesn't stay that long. I think they more so played off the name of when they made the original blend, the animal cracker, and then they made a smaller version of the blend, and then just kind of played off the name. Mom, these are small cigars called cracker crumbs. You see, these aren't really big cigars. They're already pre-cut, so you don't have to cut them, which is nice. Like I said, these are perfect for in the car. Nova, I know you say you're in the car too. Like cracker crumbs would be perfect for you. You don't have to commit a really long time. You don't have to cut it. All you have to do is pull it out and light it and go to work. Well, I still got those white diplomats waiting for you. I still think it's the smoothest cigar I've ever had so far. Okay. I agree, Garland. It's a really good price point on those too. Mom, have you ever had anything like that? I'm gonna tell you, Pete Johnson does. I like his little smaller stuff like this. I was telling y'all, so you have Tatuaje, then you have Surrogates, and then you have La Talier. So La Talier, they have a version of the smaller cigars too, and they're really good too. Yeah, perfect for lunch break. Because even if you got to put it down, like you probably aren't missing too much of the cigar. Okay, preacher, I'll be looking forward to you releasing it tonight. I'll be checking that out. Mom, Black Lion sells the cracker crumbs too. I can't remember the price for it. I think it might be $20 or $25, and it's 5 of them. I want to say off the top of my head, but I know for a fact that Black Lion sells them. And you can use the code, the 10% off code on it too. Mr. N, yeah, holler at me, man. Let me see. I'm gonna put my email in here, man. Email me if you need to. That's my email, so we can chat more on that. Okay, even better. So they're $15. So yeah, you can't beat that for 5 small cigars. That's a no-brainer. Tim, what's going on? Hey, Garland, you know about it now, though. You know now. Any other suggestions if I go shopping for a cigar? That new, like I was telling y'all, that new Romeo and Julieta, that Reserva Real Nicaragua, that's good. If you see any HVC cigars, grab those. If you see any Aladino cigars, grab those. Of course, you guys know I like Warped. I like Illusion stuff. And when I name these companies, that means for the most part, like I like all their stuff. Like Warped, I can't really even think of a cigar I don't like that Warped makes. Same thing with Illusion. I like the Eprenay line, the Ultra. They make a lot of good stuff. Mom, I'm smoking the God of Fire Carlito. It's made by Fuente. It kind of competes with that Opus X. What's going on, Craig? Preacher, what do you think about that Cohiba Black? Hey, I appreciate you clicking in, man. Yeah, just a little quick. I'm not even gonna be able to finish this. Like, I just wanted to come up and see what y'all were doing, man, and just holler at y'all for a minute. Like I said, I got to run a few errands today, and try to catch up and get some stuff done around the house. John, we'll just reach out to me on Instagram and let me know how soon you're thinking about going that way, and I'll definitely give you some recommendations. So the ash on this thing is real flaky though, man. This thing is dropping off in pieces like on phone every few seconds. Whiskey Road cigars, they're okay. Like I'm not the biggest Diesel fan. Like I like their 10th anniversary. Now I am interested in the new cigar they put out, Delirium, just because I heard it's really strong. So I'm gonna probably grab one of those at some point and try it out. I've heard it was not only strong, but it was actually pretty good. But overall, I'm not really a huge Diesel fan. But speaking of the Whiskey Row, I got a lot of friends that that's they jam. They smoke a lot of those. Good quick smoke, not as good as the larger size. I haven't had either one of them, preach. Yeah, mom, he's a good dude. I think he's a really good reviewer. He's really honest. Um, and you could just tell, like I said, he loves cigars and you know you want to be serious, but he doesn't take it too seriously. Though I think sometimes people take stuff too seriously, so it's okay to have fun. And like I said, I feel like this hobby for me is more enjoyment and relaxation. So if something starts to compromise that, then that's a problem. And preacher's reviews are just him laid back in the garage smoking and enjoying it, man. So I like his style. I didn't, Andre. I didn't try the diesel wick, but that's why I'm saying that's probably a flaw in me. Like I've smoked some diesel cigars and just wasn't really a fan of them, so I kind of, for lack of better words, wrote the brand off. So I don't buy a lot of diesel. Most of the cigars I've had, for me, they didn't taste that good, and so that's why I just kind of steered clear of them. But I was gifted a 10th anniversary, and that was a pretty decent cigar. Craig, anything, man. Literally, you can pick up anything from HVC and it's gonna be good. Just depends if you like more Maduro wrappers, then I would say do the Edition Especial 2015. They also offer a broadleaf, which is good. But other than that, the Cerro is really good. The 500th anniversary is good. Um, the Serie A is pretty good. Like you can pretty much pick up anything HVC, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna probably like it. Dan, I do that. That used to be my favorite size cigar was a Lancero, but I think I'm kind of leaning more towards the Corona Gorda now. But I still got a lot of love for Lanceros. Uh, email, Andre. I'm putting it in here again. This is my email if you want to reach out to me. Yeah, Ash Head. I'm right there. I mean, it just the tenth was cool. Like I like that one, but the other ones I just they like if I get a small sense of dirt or any kind of gritty taste, like I'm pitching that out. Like I don't like that. Hey, what's going on? Y'all see the gold in the building finna light up an Ashton Classic for his beginner series. Which that's another thing I mentioned. I mentioned that. And then if I tell you guys all the time, I'm not gonna write stuff off, but um, I'm not really gonna review cigars that I don't smoke a lot. Lee Mack has started a beginner series, which has been very good. If I know I've had a lot of newer smoke, and I apologize to my newer smokers out here because I don't want to feel like I'm cornering you guys into smoking what I'm smoking because that's not what I'm trying to do. But if y'all are interested, if you're a new smoker and you're interested in trying to find a good cigar and get a really unbiased, honest opinion, Lee Mac follow. Make sure y'all are following him. He just started a beginner series that is really good. He's gonna be very honest. He did the Perdomo Champagne, and it's another one he had in there recently too. I watched it too. Lefty, what's going on? Yeah, Craig, that broadleaf is really good too. And then if the broadleaf and then the edition of Special 2015 has a Mexican San Andres binder or a wrapper on it. Sorry. Philip, what's going on, man? Tim, I haven't. Are they pretty good? I haven't tried Debonair cigars. Are they pretty solid? Lefty, I think you're gonna enjoy that too, man. That's a hard to beat it for the money. That's a cigar I feel like pretty much anybody can anybody can sit down and smoke that cigar. Oh man, ass head. Hey, I feel for you, but hey, but you know what though too? In those 5 days, your palate will get really you'll start cleaning that palate off some because you ain't gonna have no tobacco or nicotine on you. That first cigar, make sure you grab you a good one because you're gonna probably really appreciate it. And Ashhead, did you get a chance to did you get any HVC cigars yet? I saw the GTO series, man. It sounded like the review you did on the GTO series was pretty good too. I liked the packaging. I thought that was pretty funny. Check it. I gotta check that out. I consider myself a beginner, only smoking for about on and off for about 3 years. Yeah, John, check it out. He's gonna be reviewing a lot of other cigars that he thinks is appropriate for beginners, and I like watching it too because sometimes I forget things and like to hear flavor notes because like I said, I don't smoke a lot of Perdomo cigars, but every now and then I think a Perdomo Champagne for me in the morning time is pretty good. If I don't really want a lot of spice or a lot of power or anything in the morning, I got me a good cup of coffee, then I'll jump on a Perdomo Champagne. Okay, Philip, let me know what you think of that when you get done smoking. Okay, Tim. Yeah, I hadn't even heard of him. CLE Connecticut might be a good one for that series. Yeah, he's a big fan of that CLE Connecticut, like I am too. I'm sure that's gonna pop up in that series too. Going fishing tomorrow for the weekend. I'm jealous, man. Okay, what'd you end up getting, asshead? Hopefully you got that Cero. I think you're gonna really like that Cero, seriously. Hola, mi hermano, what's going on? Oh yeah, that season, Rob. I'm gonna have to make sure I'm following it too. Are y'all solely speaking in Spanish on that channel? If so, I definitely need to tune in. I gotta get my Spanish up to par, man. Yeah, Andre, I know that's another company. If you don't have a lot of experience with CLE, I would highly recommend them too. I think you're getting a really good quality product and the price isn't that bad. Same thing with JRE, which they're brother companies. So CLE and JRE are CLE is Christian Aroa and JRE is his brother and his father's company. So I think both of those are good. That's right, Nova. You did smoke this here. I saw a picture of you smoking it. Just spoiled with these rare cigars from overseas. So I'm trying to buy more local. Yeah, sometimes that's kind of like the unfortunate thing about a rare cigar. Sometimes you end up liking it a lot. They're either gonna be really expensive or real hard to find. Okay, Caesar, I'm gonna follow that. I'm gonna follow along with that too because I gotta get my Spanish up to par, man. Craig, full bias ahead. I'm glad to hear that. There's a lot of people I know that they're like, if it ain't a 60, I ain't smoking. I'm like, man, it's just so many other cigars out there, man. Like you don't just want to narrow yourself to a 60 or bigger ring gauge. Okay, Ashhead, the pack you reviewed, it was sold out at first. Okay. Preacher, I think I have. but it's been a long time. I don't like I said, the only Perdomo that I'll randomly buy from time to time is the champagne, and I'm usually just smoking that in the morning time. But I don't buy a lot of Perdomos now. But I'm pretty. That sounds familiar. I think I actually even know what that band looks like in my head now. I think I have had that one though. La Kareem by Crown Heads is a fantastic cigar, John. At least for me. I said the burn line and everything's okay, but the ash is so flaky, man. This thing is constantly falling off. White pepper, some hay, believe it or not, lemon peel on this first third. I can see. I think. Trying to remember. See, and that's the thing for me too. Like, if I'm not really reviewing cigars, I know it sounds bad, but a lot of times I don't even really. If a flavor just will jump out, I'll remember it. But like when I'm smoking off camera and I'm not reviewing a cigar, I'm just sitting back enjoying the cigar just to enjoy it. Um, I do remember some pepper, and I think I got a little cedar in that one too. I remember. I remember really enjoying it. The last third fell off a little bit for me, but it still was a good enough cigar where I would recommend that cigar. Hey, Rod, what's going on? Yeah, the locker room is very, very good. I think John and them over at Crown Heads are having problems because the Connecticut broadleaf shortage has caused them to not have enough wrapper to be able to produce some of their cigars. And I believe the La Kareem is one of those. So if you do see those out, make sure you buy those because I don't know how the situation is going to be or if they're going to be able to keep, or you know what I mean? Because if the shortage is happening for an extended period of time, they might end up canceling off their line, which that would be really unfortunate because I think that's one of their better lines. The only one I had is the 20th anniversary for Dermo. That's a pretty good. That's another one I think is pretty good. Lots of milk chocolate in the cigar. Yeah, that's like one of the other ones too. Another one I used to smoke a lot of on Padermo was the double barrel aged Connecticut. That one was really good. So if you guys see that out and y'all haven't had it, definitely try that Padermo double aged Connecticut. That one was really good. That was like one of the first cigars that I smoked that I got like a caramel taste on it, and they do go good with coffee. Yeah, I don't jot notes down or as y'all, even when I'm reviewing cigars on camera, I don't really write notes down and stuff, which like I said, could be bad because sometimes it's nice to be able to flip through notes and try to remember stuff. But definitely if I'm not reviewing a cigar or I'm not on camera, like I'm just smoking the cigar just to enjoy it. And at that point to me, it's either great, good, bad, or or bad. Yeah, Craig, somebody else recommended that to me a while ago. I'm gonna have to check those out too. I don't smoke a lot of Camacho, but um I have to check that out. Actually, it's funny. I was in the middle of watching Preacher's review of the American Barrel Age before I decided to go up live for a quick minute. So I'll have to I have to finish watching it at some point today too. Yeah, this just has a very nice subtle spice on it. Like I said, you could just definitely tell this is aged tobacco. There's like no roughness at all. It's just completely smoothed out. John, what cigar app are you using to try to keep up with everything? And see, that's probably why I'm so bad with I told y'all before a lot of times like I'm so far behind when like some cigars will be out for a year or two and then I finally get to smoking them because I don't jot down notes and stuff. So it's just like somebody will tell me about something. I'll be like, okay, and then I'll forget about it. And then my 6 months might come by. Somebody will re-remind me again, and I'll be there. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I do need to try that cigar out. So that's what happens to me a lot of times. I forget about cigars. Cigar scanner, okay. I did like the triple Maduro. I smoked that. I used to smoke those a lot, but I haven't recently. Right? If you try to, they're probably gonna be really extremely hard to find now. But you got to find or try to find the Camachos with the older bands before Davidoff bought out Camacho from Christian Aroa. Nova Eric does all my stuff like that. My partner Eric does all that. But all right, man. I think I'm if I get up out of here, just wanted to come in and chat with y'all real quick. Get into these errands, man, before it gets too late in the afternoon. But yeah, I may end up going up a little bit later. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. But appreciate y'all for stopping by for this little quick lunchtime live, man. And catch you guys on the next one. Make sure I ain't missing them real quick. Capture the difference I did. Okay, John. Yeah, hit me up. All right. I will yeah, I'm gonna catch up with y'all in just a second. Or I'll catch up with y'all in a little bit later, man. I think I might end up going up live a little bit later, probably like 6 or 7 o'clock my time. So I'll try to let y'all guys know in the community tab. But other than that, man, y'all be good, stay safe out there. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.